Andrew Buckle. In this video for Photoshop CC 2015, just going to show you filled content. Now that is not a person, there is actually a filled content via the layer and new fill layer and pattern. Of course there's gradient and solid colour as well. Now I've already created a layer and I'm just going to just go over there and you can see the layer there. Now if I actually quickly show you again, layer and new fill layer pattern, click OK. And there is actually a line. You can see it appear over there. Now these patterns are rosette patterns available on the Graphic Extras website. Lots and lots of patterns on that site. So click cancel. Quick, easy way of accessing them. Once you've actually got them loaded into the palette, of course you might go off, you might add some other patterns, you remove them, and then you think, where did I put those patterns? Well, you can store them before you actually get rid of them. You can actually store them in libraries. So just select the layer, and it's just like say this layer, and you can just drag that across to libraries, and you just see it just adding it there. Now if you haven't got libraries, just go to window and libraries, and now once you've actually say you've got a couple of months time, you think, right, that pattern, I really want that pattern, instead of looking for the PAT, you can actually just select it from here. Of course maybe put it in a better location than arches, but just drag that across, and what you'll see, and probably easier if I just get rid of the actual first one, you can actually resize it. You can just move it down there, but you can actually have it any size. You don't have to have it full size. So you can just have it like that, rotate it around. But what you can do, it's still a pattern. Now you might not see it as a pattern there because you've got a little cloud option. Another thing with the cloud, it's really good, is it just stores it. It means that you basically, if something happens with your machine, you haven't lost all the material, so you don't have to worry about it. It's actually stored online for you to access at any point. And also of course on a PC as well. I'm using a Mac, but it could be on a PC. So just double click there, and now what you can see is when you go in there, you've actually got, as before, you've got that little fill layer content. So you can actually just double click on that, bring up dialog, and if you decide on a different pattern, of course you've got obviously what patterns you've got stored there might be different from what was before, so you can actually change the pattern. But you can of course also, what you can do, you can actually turn around and say maybe not 300, but you can certainly go for 300 or 50%, and you can move the pattern as well. And then what you can do, just click OK. You'll notice you're in a file, a PSD file, so you want to save that, so just click save, and then you've got that change appears there. And it's the same if you actually go over here and you can duplicate that, and you can actually make any changes then. So you can just go there, change that pattern, again decide you don't want that pattern, double click on that, and you can go for maybe a different one, whatever's in that library at that point. Click OK, save, and then what happens, take a few seconds, but it updates across the entire selection you've got there. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.